Good day, everyone. My name is Michelle D. Clark, and I'm your favorite small town girl with big time dreams who God has definitely shown his grace and his mercy, and he has saved me from some life threatening things. And I'm so glad he did because it is a terrific Tuesday on purpose. Why? Because I said so, and you can too. It is also a terrific Tuesday because you all hold your seats, hold your hats, hold your purses. We have a super exciting show today. We have a special presentation today where we are going to have our speakers. So I know you already know something different, right? You noticed the background, correct? So yes, that is an alert, all alert right here that we are having something different, something colossal that is going down in the V right now in the virtual space. And I am super excited to tell you all about it. So you've already heard me every single day talking about our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration. So, tonight, as promised, we're going to have some of the expert speakers who will be coming in and gracing the stage tonight on our show. But I would be remiss if we still did not have our customs, right? So we have to have our customs. So for everybody who's watching for the first time, our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is the name of the whole show. So that way you know when and where to show up, right? So if this is your first time, then welcome. And if you are a repeat supporter, then welcome back. So of course we have our household customs. We don't call them rules, we call them customs. So one thing, of course, is if you would like to have a proper shout out, then make sure to put your name over in the chat. I see eyeballs lighting up already. Hey, what's going on? And I do not have on my glasses, but I think that's Lavanya. Hey, young lady, how are you? I should say good evening, Queens. Make sure you put in the chat where you're watching from as well. And when I say where you're watching from, I'm not talking about Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. Although if you are watching on Facebook and LinkedIn, make sure you like this post, share this post, heart this post, and support this post. But make sure this is not the best kept secret. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and click the little bell so then that way you're in the know when we drop new content. But when I say where you're watching from, I'm talking about where you're watching as far as your city, your state, your country, your continent, your county. But make sure you put it over in the chat if you'd like to have a proper shout out. Again, it is not mandatory. It's just a household custom. All right. And in addition to that, we have one more custom, and that custom is we always take a break for station identification for our hydration. So I know my ladies in the back, they're already locked and loaded and ready to go. Now, if you are a first time watcher, of course, like I said, welcome. And if you are a repeat supporter, welcome back. If you're a repeat supporter, then you know that you already have your bottle of water locked and loaded and ready to go. So if you don't, this will give you a quick second to go ahead and get that water right. And of course, if you're watching on your phone, take the phone with you. And if you are a repeat supporter, you already have your water, this is a great time to go ahead again. Like I said, share this with somebody else so you're not the only person who's going to be able to meet the speakers in advance from this Saturday. Now, this Saturday is the actual main event, but we'll get into that in 2.5 seconds. Right now, let's go ahead and take that break. Oh, she's watching from, oh, she says, Shamika, let's see. Oh, look at her. I love that she is go ahead and shouting out and sharing to folks, telling them, hey, she's calling them out. Make sure that you get yourselves. And she's watching from Columbia, South Carolina. So welcome, South Carolina is in the house. So welcome, young lady. All righty. So locked and loaded, ready to go. You all 1, 2, 3, go team. Mm-mm-mm-mm. That is super and fantastic. And for those of you who know me, you know I love my water. Room tip. All right, you all. So let's get ready to go. So today, first of all, I want to bring to the stage this young lady who is near and dear to my heart. And let me tell you something. She is absolutely phenomenal. This young lady, we have been collabing off and on for quite some while. We first met, and when I first saw her, I was just like, OMG, I've got to know this young lady. We met in the speaking circuit, the Leadership Experience Tour. Shout out to Sean Fair. Whoop, whoop. So, and let me tell you, when we met, it was just like stars. I saw her and I was like, I have to know her. And so we have to collaborate. And so we got a chance to do some things together. And now we've come together and created Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural, the first celebration. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring this young lady to the stage. So hold on 1 second, 2.5 seconds here. Let me go. 1, 2, 3, go team. All right, Keisha, can you hear me?
Hey, Michelle D. Clark.
What's the good word, lady? What you got for me today?
The good word is that I have my hydration for station identification. Oops. Station identification. And I am so excited that we are finally doing this. And I'm just going to put this out there. You know, Michelle D. Clark, truly a class act. I am beyond appreciative and just staying connected with her. She's a mover and a shaker. She inspires me and encourages me. And I'm like, oh, girl, go to sleep. I'm like, ain't you tired? She's like, girl, got to get it done. Girl, got to get done. And you know what? When you connect with people like that, that makes you want to do better. That makes you want to go to the next level and just really pursue the things that God has placed in your heart. So I am so honored to be collabing colossally with Michelle D. Clark. And if that wasn't a word, I just made it up. So I'm excited to be here. So yay.
Awesome sauce. And you know what, you all, I was going to say that I would gladly pay her a Tuesday for the compliments today, but today is Tuesday. So, but thank you so much for those kind words. OMG. I promise you guys, I did not pay her for those words.
Hey,
So here's the
it's
deal.
all true from the heart.
Oh, yay. That's my girl. She's my ace boon coon. So yes, we are just, I know, right? Love. And I'm not going to sing the song that goes along with that. We're not going to do that tonight. No, I don't want to lose any viewers, right? So,
Not tonight. Not
but
tonight.
I just want to say this. So, Keisha, so when I called you, so I'm giving you guys some inside scoop, right? So when I called you and I said, hey, what do you think about this? What went through your mind?
You know what? I'm honestly, without missing a beat, I was like, let's go. I didn't hesitate. And I don't know why. It just seemed like the timing was right. I know that we had been, and I just shared with you, I posted a video from last year when we were connected. And I'm like, we've come a long way.
Yes, we have.
We
Yes,
have come
we
a
have.
long way. So without hesitating, I said yes, because it's International Women's History Month. And what better way to celebrate women, especially that woman, trying to get my angles
I
right.
know.
And partner and collab with this. And there's some amazing women. I'm so thrilled. And I've been saying this and I've been sharing this with people too. We literally have women from across the country and beyond. Truly an international event. Michelle D. Clark, you are the bomb.com diggity with chips and dips and mustard, because I put mustard on my potato chips.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'll take the mustard because of my yellow. So let's go. I love it. I'm gonna have to add that with the mustard. I love it. I love it. So, I want us first of all to get to know Keisha a little bit better as well, right? So, Keisha, first of all, tell the people, right? So, tell everyone like who you are, like where you from, who you with, and what exactly that you do. Because I'm sure they're wondering about that, the acronyms and the 2.0. Is like, is she like a reboot? Like what? So tell the people, I know, right? Listen, you have to keep the fun and fundamentals, right?
Right, right.
So tell
Um,
people, yeah, who you are and what you do.
who am I? I am a graduate of Michigan State University, so go green. And I hear a go white. I do, I hear it. And in addition to that, I have a master's in organizational leadership. I am certified in emotional intelligence, which is the 2.0 EQI 2.0. And in addition to that, I have a podcast called Stories with Keishan, Ordinary People with Extraordinary Lives. I am the author of 4 books now. One book was a collab, it was a global collaboration. The other 3 books is a series, and right now they're ebooks that I have yet to release, but I am going to release them. They're all inspirationally based, really thought provoking and encouraging. And I am the mother of 4 adult children and the Mimi of one little baby girl named Ocean, who I absolutely adore. And she just turned 1. So um, in addition to that, I New Innovations actually is a combination of my name, KNEW. But the concept of it is to provide innovative ways. And it started off with teens. And I've sort of gone full circle with that. But for the purpose of development, leadership development, youth development, but also coaching, which is getting into the emotional intelligence piece. So I've have years of experience in human resources. And what I've found is just interviewing people and talking to people. Sometimes everybody doesn't know the right words to say to get a position. But if you have those tools and you have those resources, then saying the right things, making your resume catered towards what you're trying to get is a way to get you to the next level that you're trying to accomplish. I have big dreams for movies, uh, maybe a play or two, and lots of travel. So those are all my goals, and I am so again thrilled to be connected with Michelle D. Clark on this stage in this space. And again, we have some phenomenal women that you are going to want to stay connected to.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, Keisha, thank you so much for letting everyone know the wonderful things that I know about you. Now, the travel, and you all be on the lookout because that is definitely coming down the pipeline. And Ocean, happy birthday, Ocean! Whoop, whoop.
Yay!
So, yes,
Oh,
Pisces in the house.
so let me go back. So
Sure.
yes, Ocean's birthday was yesterday, but Michelle D. Clark, because she wasn't on Tuesday on her birthday, because she celebrated a birthday on Friday. So let's give a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Now I did not mention vocal in my repertoire. So it's just all in love because she's such an amazing and a phenomenal young lady.
Well, thank you so much for those warm birthday wishes. So, yes, so I wasn't on Tuesday talks, but we did have our win in 10 minutes or less funds of mental moments on Friday. So, those of you who were with me on Friday did get a chance to celebrate with me on Friday. So, but thank you so much for that, Keisha, and acknowledging that. Yes, so me and Ocean are Pisces partners. So, yay for that.
Ocean just a baby girl.
I know. Well, I said Pisces partners. I didn't say partner in crime. That's me and you, right?
It is.
So, all right, all right. So, you all now. So, Keisha and I, we had the pleasure and the privilege of handpicking some ladies. And we said, who would we like to have in this inaugural celebration of women? So,
Yeah.
who are some women who are some powerhouse hitters that are really inspiring and motivating and cultivating and bringing up and lifting up other women? Who are these women that we're going to handpick? And I'm telling you, we went through the roster. So, Keishan, tell me, tell me what were some of the things that you went through when you said, "Who am I going to pick?" And how did you pick the ladies? Because we picked some ladies together, and we also brainstormed. And we said, "Yes, yes, yes, this person." And the okay, here's the cool thing. I know I asked her a question, but let me preface this real quick. When we mentioned ladies' names, there was not one lady that we said no. Let's say that. There was not one lady that we said, I don't know about that. Not one, not one, not one said that. So we're super excited for the young ladies that we did handpick because each and every one of them had something special about them, something they were doing just phenomenally well in the community in their own verticals. And we said they have to be on this platform. And we're super excited those ladies also said yes. So Keishan, what was some of the process that you thought of like, who am I gonna pick?
Some of what I thought about is truly, is their story inspirational? Would somebody else, would another woman want to hear her story, or a man, or somebody who needs to be inspired? Um, what impact have they made in their communities? In addition to that, where are they going? Are they forward thinkers, or are they just somebody just? And I just knew that the women that came to mind, first and foremost, these are the ones who came to mind. So sometimes, God will just do what He do, and I'm like, oh yeah, and He'll just drop somebody in your spirit. So the women that I picked, I believe they were divinely came to mind and orchestrated.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 100%. And I had a similar thought process, and I just sat back and I thought, okay, who do I know who is um, really working in their vertical, really impacting women, who can communicate that effectively? So I would say the majority of women, if not all the women, are professional speakers or at least have speaking in their resume, in their wheelhouse, right? So it may not be that they are a speaker per se, but they definitely have that on their resume, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so who can convey that idea? And also, you know, how many different varieties could we have? So it was like, we didn't want everyone, and I don't, not to say that everyone who has a similar story tells it the same way, because we all know we can experience the same exact thing and come away with a different nugget, right? We can come away with a different idea, a different way of conveying that, because of the lens of the things that we go through. Now, if you guys got a chance to catch our graded 8 Mindset Matters back some weeks back, then you know how I broke down how the mind works and how our thought, how our processes different events then activates our feelings, emotions, and then our emotions create our motion. So if you missed that, then that's a good hashtag replay. Check it out. I would recommend you do that on YouTube, because I have it categorized. But so we can walk away with totally different understanding, totally different ideologies, totally different ways of conveying that as well. At the same time, we want to make sure that we had different walks of life, different backgrounds, different experiences, different industries that are represented. So that was some of the things that I was thinking about. As well as, if we're calling ourselves international, we want to make sure we also have different, when we say walk of life, different backgrounds as well. So those were some of the things that was going through my mind. I'm saying, let me tell you something, Miss Lavanya, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. She is lighting up the chat, y'all. I want to let you know that if we had a "You Got This, Girl," because you are networking and sending this out there award, she would absolutely have it. So I'm telling you, South Carolina in the house strong. Thank you for that, young lady. I'm saying, when I said don't let this be the best kept secret, she took that to heart. And thank you so much, Miss Valerie. Valerie, she's giving me the happy birthday, belated birthday. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. All right, just trying to go through the chat here. All right, you all. So what I would love to do, and we have some chatting back here as well from somebody who is going to be gracing the stage here momentarily. So I do not want to keep you all in suspense any longer. We're going to go ahead and bring these phenomenal ladies to the stage. And I'm telling you, we have ladies after ladies after ladies that's going to be gracing the stage this Saturday, the 11th. So March 11th from noon to 3 Eastern Standard Time, for our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration. And these young ladies, without further ado, I want to bring to the stage. We're going to bring them up here, and let's change this back here. And we have Miss Jennifer Firestein, and we have Miss Fuchina Kirkendall, and we have Miss Ina Friday in the house. Welcome, welcome, ladies. How are you all doing today? I hope everybody is unmuted.
I'm
Awesome.
doing well.
All right, terrific, terrific. All right, and look at that, we have Miss Sherelle D. Mims coming in the chat. She is, a phenomenal young lady in her own rights, and we will get to meet her later on. So I don't want to give it all away, because y'all have to stay tuned, because we're going to be here on podcasting today, tomorrow on International Women's Day, and on Thursday we're going to jump over to Keishan's podcast, Stories with Keishan. So you all going to wait to see the lineup that we're going to have. Just keep your eyes on social media. So without further ado, welcome, ladies, to the show. Oh my goodness, we are so excited to have you all here today. All righty. So now we want to get to know you. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some business out of the way, right? So let's get the professional, the business out of the way. So if everybody can go around and just tell, who you are, your background, and just give them, I would say, you can give a title if you like to of what you're going to talk about on Saturday, and just a snippet of a snippet of what you're going to talk about, because they're going to have to wait. So we don't want to give it all away. You guys are going to have to wait. I know, right? So all of you, you're going to have to wait until Saturday, when March 11th, from noon to 3, to be in the virtual house, in the space. So, all right, who would like to go first now? Let's see. Anybody want to volunteer to go first? If not, I will pick you like teachers do in school. Who would like to share first?
I'll go first.
All right, Miss Kirkendall, you got it. Take it away.
So first of all, good evening. This is Fachina Kirkendall, and I'm founder and CEO of Chronicles of a Favorite Woman. I am definitely unique by trade. You can tell I'm the only one with the background that's not there, but you know what? All things happen for a reason, and it's a lesson for me. I hail from Duluth, Georgia, but I am also a South Carolina resident. So woo, woo, woo. So thank you, young lady, for doing it. I'm excited to be here. I find it a humbling experience to be chosen. And I'm looking forward to it because I've gone through life very upset, very angry, and bitter at the world and at everyone. And I say this because I don't know if any of you all have gone to or survived abuse. Mine was mine was childhood sexual abuse, and as a result of it, it took me down a long road and a long hard road where I made some choices. I made some poor choices as a result of it. I'm looking forward to sharing it with you tonight. And my topic is simply, it's not my fault, but it is my responsibility. And I'm here
Ooh.
to tell you that regardless of what you go through, it is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. And I will see you Saturday.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do that. It is not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Let me tell you something, Miss Fuchina, when I first heard you say that, because Fuchina and I, we have familiarities, we are in circles in a business community. And when I first heard her talk about that, there's another topic she talked about, but I'm not going to tell you guys because she might, we might have that another, unless she would like to share that here. But let me tell you something. I was like, oh, that's fire. That is fire. Hold on. We have some folks commenting in the chat here. They're saying that is powerful. It is. It is because so many times we experience something voluntary or involuntarily, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those things that happen to us, that reminds me of saying that it's 10% of what happens to us and 90% of how we respond.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a choice in that. We may not have a choice in what happened to us, but we surely have a choice in how we're going to live the rest of our life as a result of that, using it either as a stumbling block or a stepping stone. So thank you so, so much for that,
Can
Fuchina.
I
And
just add to that? Because
oh, yes, you
even
got it.
when you said that, because a lot of times we fall victim to
Mm-hmm.
our circumstances
Mm-hmm.
and we don't think about it. It's like, that happened to me, or it's not my
Mm-hmm.
fault. But the other side of that is it is my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. I can't wait to hear what you have to share.
Thank you. God be
100%.
the
And you
glory.
know, ladies, I know that even though I am, because this is the show, Miss Clark, Tuesday with Miss Clark. Here's the deal. This is so relaxed. This is so conversational. So if you have something to say, if you want to piggyback off of what someone else has said, listen, I'm totally cool with that. This is like, ladies out there, like we're letting the ladies in the chat and the ladies, they're firing up in this chat. I'm having a hard time keeping up. Oh, wait a minute. I missed the New York. NYC is in the house too. Sorry about that. So I'm trying to go through and catch everything because people, I'm saying the chat is lighting up. So thank you all so much, ladies, for tuning in. And again, if you are just joining the show right now, this is Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm telling you, this is our special edition, our special speakers edition, where we have the ladies who are going to be gracing the stage. We have more ladies, and we have three prime ladies right here who's going to be gracing the stage. It's going down in the V, you all, in the virtual room this Saturday, March 11th, from noon to 3. Our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration. I know that's a whole mouthful, and that means that it's going to be a room full, and it's going to be information full, and it's going to be experience full. So you definitely want to make sure that you are in the house, and we're going to show you how as we get closer towards the end of the show. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me go ahead and put that up right now because somebody might say, Michelle, while I'm watching this, I just want to go ahead and register right now, and I do not want to deny you of that. So check it out right here. All you have to do is go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/women inspiring women 2023. So go ahead and click that. The link is live right now and register. Take a screenshot because I'm about to pull that off real quick because I want the ladies, I want us to be able to see the ladies a little bit better. But yes, make sure you screenshot that, write it down, take a picture, whatever you need to do. Have your little cousin, somebody, the kids to write it with Crayola, whatever. Make sure you take it down so that way you can register and be in the house this Saturday. No excuses because again, it may not be your fault, but it's your responsibility to take responsibility to register. All right. So next up to bat, go ahead, Miss Ina. I see you look. She's smiling and leaning in. So tag you're it.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love your energy. I want to thank you and Keisha both for the invite. I'm honored. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I mean, you guys are just answering all the prayers that God has told me that I will be international. And so I didn't know how, but it's happening in more than one arena. So I'm just so grateful. So my name is Ina Friday, and I am known as the Resilient Catalyst. I am also a minister. I'm a speaker. I'm a 3-time author. I got a woman's devotional coming out. It's being edited right now. And I'm also on a Christian radio show out of Pensacola, Florida on Monday nights called Living a Victorious Life. So, why all of this is going on with me? So, I was also abused sexually as a child, but I overcame. And once I overcame, God began to use me like never before. And He told me in the healing process that I would have to be very vulnerable. And I would need to be, because my motto is people want to see real people with real life stories. And you cannot heal from what you don't reveal. And so once I began to reveal it, that's where my audience and people came from. I would go live and just talk about how I overcame through God's help, never on my own. It was only by the grace of God that I was able to heal. He brought me a mighty, mighty long way. He put me in front of women who did not know my story, and they began to seek me out. And so I knew then that God was using me. And ever since then, things began to open up. No, I wasn't a minister first. I just became a licensed or ordained minister this last year. But everything just began to happen. And I always say, I need to let women know that you are not alone. So my segment that I'm going to be talking about is you are not alone, and the healing is available to you, and God is ready to heal you through any and everything that you have endured in life. It doesn't matter what it is. So we got to get healed so that God can use us the way that He desires. And so these are a lot of my ladies that's in my Beauty for Ashes group that I have, and I'm just so in awe of God and how He's just putting me and trusting me with His children, His daughters, to show them the love of God no matter what you've been through. And so I'll get more into that on Saturday. So I'm so grateful and thankful. I thank you both for inviting me here.
Absolutely. Woohoo! Let me tell you something. Hold on. So I was so engaged, y'all, that I almost forgot to pull her down as a solo shot. I'm like, that is fire. Let me tell you all something. You are not alone. You are not alone. So we talked briefly about how, yes, we all can go through either similar or different walks of life, but no matter what we go through, we are not alone. There's always somebody who has a similar or has walked that similar pathway as us. But sometimes when we're going through that thing, we feel like we're alone. We feel like we don't have anybody who can relate to us. We feel like we don't have anybody that we can talk to. And sometimes it's shameful, y'all. Sometimes it's shameful the things that we have gone through, that we've been through, that we've experienced. And sometimes we may feel like it is our fault. We may feel like, well, if I hadn't done this, or maybe I should have said that. And we start second guessing ourselves. And then we don't want to tell anybody because we feel embarrassed about it.
That's right.
But I don't know if you all heard the power in what Ina stated. She stated that once she began to reveal, then she began to heal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all missed that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I caught that.
You're right.
No,
All
I
day.
caught that. I caught
All
that.
day.
And I caught something else she said is oh gosh, I went blank. Once you yes, you have to reveal. But what I love most, because I live off of it, transparency is key. Because I say you cannot show me or tell me of how I feel or that you're going through something unless you've experienced a similar situation or this, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
She
me
had me
too.
about ready to jump.
I'm trying to tell you. So you all just imagine what's going down in the V this Saturday. We want to be in the house. You don't want to wonder what happened. You want to be a part of what happened. And so I do not want to hold you all up. Hold on one second here. I want to make sure that we get this back up here again so you all can go ahead and register bit.ly. That's bit.ly/women inspiring women 2023. Be in the virtual house. This is in the Zoom room, you all. So be in the Zoom room this Saturday from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural, the first celebration for Women's History Month, International Women's History Month. Make sure that you are in the house. And
Can
now,
I just add on to that,
yes, please,
Michelle
and thank
D?
you. Sure.
Because this is inaugural, meaning this is the first of many. You have made history by being here. I and it's so funny, and I'll just chime in real quick before Jennifer comes on. So I was working out today, as I try to do. I missed it several days. I said I'm getting back to the gym, so I was at the gym today. Somebody saw the post that I had made, who is a local personality, media personality, and she said, "Hey, Keishan, we need to connect. What are you doing? I see some of the stuff that you're doing. What are you doing?" And I'm like, really? So when Ina was talking about going international or talking about, do you know that the more you talk about something, your footprint is being spread
Yes.
every time? So a lot of times we won't share things because we don't really want people to know. But when you start to share, then somebody else, for those of you who are young or older, I'm sorry, for those of you who remember the L'Oreal, I think it was commercial, and you tell a friend, and so on and so on, and the pictures kept multiplying, meaning that when you share somebody, just like a telephone or password, you whisper in their ear and it spreads. So that's what this is. This is the inaugural. We have some fantastic women, as you've already heard, and you're going to hear from Jennifer, but share this with somebody. I'm literally watching the numbers and I'm like, oh, okay. People are watching you. Even if they don't say anything, they're watching. That's all I want to say.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
and yes. And that is so true, Keishan, that a lot of times, fun fact. So you're posting, Now, anybody who is like doing it on social media and you're posting, When you first start out, you might get a hit here and there, a like, a thumbs up, or maybe a heart, and then sometimes you'll get crickets on a post, and you'll be like, okay. And then next thing you know, you're starting to get, building up momentum. You're starting to get more likes, more hearts, more shares, da 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 da. But then as folks, you might run into them on the street and they be like, "Hey, girl, I've been seeing your post." You think they'll stuff like that? I don't remember not one time do I
Right.
ever see them like it or heart it, or
Nothing.
so. But what I say is that, first of all, I thank everybody who watches, whether you heart it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you share it or not. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching, because I know that there's some folks that when I say make sure to put your name over in the chat or down the chat, depending on which way you're watching, which platform you're watching on, that they may not put the name in the chat for a proper shout out. It's a custom, not a rule, right? And then the same thing for when they view and watch, they may just be a bystander, and that's okay too. Now, on our end though, show your folks some support. So when Jennifer's posting, when Ina's posting, when Fuchina's posting, show them some love, because some folks just don't know the culture. They look at it and they be like, okay, that was fire, but they don't say anything. They don't no comments. They don't heart anything. So let me let you all in on some culture here. Make sure you at least just click the like. It takes like less than 2.5 seconds. Just go ahead and click the like, right, and show some support in that way. Right. That's it. That's it, right? LaShawn has it. So just show a little bit of support. So again, some people might not even know that. So I know we have some people who are, I call them seasoned, people who are seasoned who may not know the culture. Some folks who are younger who wait, I'm too busy. Just go ahead and show some support. So now let's show some support. Let's go ahead and flip this and let's show some support to our girl, Jennifer, our young lady who is about to light up the stage this Saturday. She's going down in the V for our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration. So Jennifer, please tell the people who you are, what you do, your topic, if you want to tell the topic name, and a snippet. Because again, they got to wait. You have to be in the room. But go ahead, tell the people who you are.
I will. So I'm just delighted to be here. I'm having so much fun just watching, and I love the energy. So thank you, Michelle and Keishan, for inviting me, because I feel so humbled to be amongst such greatness when we have gotten to meet these women, and I just listen to their stories, and I'm overwhelmed by just what they've overcome. So I'm humbled to be among giants. So Currently, I am Associate State Director for AARP Michigan, and I'm also an on-air personality with Wood TV and WOTV4 here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, I can tell you that this was not the trajectory of my life. I don't know even how I ended up here, quite honestly. And I've told my kids, I have 3 amazing kids, and I've told them over the years, life will not go according to plan. And the sooner that you accept that, the easier life becomes. Because if you push back on it and you still try to keep your plan in place, you're going to struggle. But we know that God has different plans for us. And my life story is nothing but just me laughing at how God has just taken me down so many twists and turns in different directions that I couldn't have written this if I even tried. But I love the journey that God has placed me on. Like I said, I don't even know how I ended up here because it was nothing that I would have written for my life story. But basically, my story is of riches to rags, rebuilding my life back to riches story. So I was living an ideal life, married as a stay-at-home mom, and went through a volatile divorce and went into poverty. And I lost almost everything that I had that was my identity and lived in poverty and had to rebuild my life and switch careers and carry my kids on my back here, climbing the career ladder. But I overcame some of the hardest obstacles in life. And I just love the journey that I'm on. And I feel like every step of the way, each of those things that I've been presented with and that I've had to experience has given me a spine of steel. It has turned me into a better, more empathetic woman because of the shoes that I have walked in. Now I can relate to other people. And quite honestly, as much hardship that as I've experienced, which I will get into more on Saturday, I wouldn't change a thing of it.
That's it. That
Amen.
Yeah.
Listen, that chat was lighting up, Jennifer, while you were speaking. Lighting up. You have so many women who felt your words. My late great pastor, I would say my current pastor, Pastor Clifford Jackson III, my current pastor, Pastor Jesse White, JD White, but Clifford used to always say, Pastor Clifford used to always say that what speaks from the heart speaks to the heart. What speaks from the heart speaks to the heart. And you were definitely speaking from the heart, Jennifer. And it definitely was touching the ladies in our virtual audience here. I'm telling you that I couldn't hardly keep up. Every time I went to go click on one comment, another one moved that one out the way. I had to backtrack and click that comment because it's just so true that our lives, we can plan it out as best as we want to. We can have the best blueprint ever, but we all know who has the master blueprint. And so, yes, we can't lean to our own understanding, but we do have to continue to move, right? We have to continue to move. And so I love the fact that even though things didn't go according to what you had set out, Jennifer, that you didn't just leave it there, but you picked up the pieces and you kept moving. And therefore, whenever we talk about, some people might say, oh, well, when this happened, I felt like I lost. I lost out on this, or I lost, the relationship, or I lost whatever. I lost the job. No, you didn't. As long as you learned something.
That's right.
And when you learn the lesson, then it's not a loss. When you learn the lesson, it is wisdom now. As long as you now activate what you learn, because if we learn something, see, people always think that knowledge is power. No, it's not. Activating, using knowledge, implementing knowledge is power.
Say it again.
Yes.
Say it again.
Yes. That's what you do with it.
That knowledge. Exactly, Keisha. What we do with it, that is what makes the difference. So I'm telling you, man, these ladies right here, I'm telling you, if you have not, first of all, if you have not already stopped what you're doing, and I'm about to ruin, I'm just decided you to. If you have not already stopped,
you want to help me dance? Okay.
I know that. If you have not already stopped what you're doing and get over that hump.
Yeah.
And go ahead and register. I don't know take a pulse. I don't know. So I do not want to hold anybody up. Let me go ahead and get that banner back up here so people can go ahead and register. Again, that's bit.ly, that's bit.ly/Women Inspiring Women 2023. bit.ly, that's bit.ly/women inspiring women 2023. If you want to be inspired, if you want to be inspired this month for our Women's History Month, then all you have to do is come out and be a part of what's happening instead of wondering what happened. Let me tell you something. If you all felt inspired today and just what you heard, this is just a snippet, you all. This ain't even a trailer. This is a snippet. You know how you get the trailer, and sometimes when you get done watching the trailer, you're like, "Oh, I know what that movie's about. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to go through it." No, no, no. This is a snippet. This isn't a trailer. This is a snippet. And if you have felt any sense of hair standing up on, like, either on your arm or your back, or just feeling excited, like, "Oh my goodness," let me tell you something. You definitely want to make sure that you are in the house, because let me talk about if you're not there. If you don't come into the Zoom room this Saturday, you very well may miss out on that one nugget that can change the trajectory of your entire life.
Yeah.
That one speaker, that one word, that one phrase, even a pause. A pause can even be powerful, because in the pause is where we start thinking about how we're going to activate what we just heard. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out on that one thing that could change your life, change your business, change how you maneuver, change your thought process. Just change. Do y'all know what the acronym change is? There's an acronym for change. It's choose happiness and never give excuses.
Oh, I love that.
Choose happiness and never give excuses.
Same.
So if you're saying to yourself, you know what, I don't want to give excuses anymore, because the bottom line is there's an excuse for everything.
Yeah.
We try to call it reasons.
Mhm.
Like, well, I didn't do that because of this, or I could have done this, but I didn't. It's an excuse. It's an excuse. And we use those excuses. And as a matter of fact, this is a good segue, because we have a young lady that's coming on tomorrow. So I'm not going to talk anymore about excuses, because we're going to say that we have a young lady coming on tomorrow where she is going to, she's going to be here on Saturday, and she's going to go through, and we're going to talk about excuses and how you can forego that. And she's going to be here tomorrow on International Women's Day. So you want to be in the house to hear what she has to say. For right now, not but, because I want to negate everything I said before that. So, and for right now, make sure that you get registered, so that way you don't have to give an excuse. You don't have to give an excuse. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something about making excuses. Can y'all indulge me for like 2.5 seconds here?
2.5. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Do it.
Sometimes, as a professional woman, and we all have products or services or goods or something that we offer to someone else, whether, it's coaching, insurance policies, real estate, whatever that may be. Here's the deal. When we're talking to our prospective clients and we're showing them what we have, and they say, "I'm sorry, I can't do XYZ." Now, in their minds, they may think that they're saying sorry to us. They may think that they're apologizing to us. But who they're really apologizing to is not only themselves, but they're also apologizing to their children, their family, their grandchildren, their legacy. They're apologizing to their family tree, because what we have to offer could be the one thing that changes all of that. For whatever reason that the person said no, they're not saying no to us, the person who's providing. They're saying no to themselves. So get rid of those excuses. Choose to change. If you're not happy where you are, guess what? You're not a tree. You can move. You can move. And guess what? Trees move. Y'all seen the trees on the back, and move to another nursery? Even trees can move. So you're not a tree, you can move, right? So I want you to feel compelled. Move to register, right? So here we go. Move to register. Y'all like that, right? Move to register at bit.ly/women inspiring women 2023. Make sure you do that. Keisha,
Let me add Yeah, I want to say this real quick. While you, because Michelle and I, we talk about how we collaborated. We've gone through some trainings together, even as we are pursuing our dreams. When you register, invite somebody else to register. You know why? Because it may just be the catalyst, it may be the inspiration that they need to go to move, because sometimes we are stuck
Mm-hmm.
in our circumstances. But hearing somebody else, if somebody invites you, you never know how you're going to be blessed. So the only thing it costs is your time and your ear and an open mind. Because if these women have not inspired you and encouraged you enough, woo-wee, just wait until you hear all of them. Everybody has a story, and everybody's story isn't for everyone, but somebody's story, one of their stories is for someone. And sometimes it's just that one person, and it may be you or maybe your friend. So invite somebody else.
That was powerful. Absolutely. Each one, reach one, teach one.
Teach one.
Each one, reach one, teach one. Again, when you get your healing, when you get your healing, do you want to be the only one in your group who's healed? You know, because we become the average of the 5 people with whom we associate. Y'all know the law of association, right? Y'all know that, right? I'm sure y'all have heard that before. We become the average of the 5 people with whom we associate.
Mm-hmm.
So chances are, if you're not healed, chances are the people that you're associating with have some healing to go as well. Now, we all know the healing, it has its journey, right? It's not always like people say it's a journey, not a destination. We're constantly in healing mode because we're constantly experiencing. That's what we are. We're constantly becoming. And that's okay. But don't be the only one. Don't be the only one healed. And you know, because sometimes people want to be the only one healed in their circle, so then that way everybody can look at them.
It's not
Come
good.
on, somebody.
That's
no,
not
it's not. It's not. I would rather be a small fish in a big pond than a big fish in a little pond.
Come on now.
Any day.
Yes, any day.
Any day. Hashtag all day. Right? So make sure that you do not only yourself a service, but do those who are around you a service. And here's the deal. You may not know whether or not they want something like this. That's okay. Just like when a waitress comes to the table and the waitress says, would you like some more water? Or would you like your coffee? Or would you like such and such? She doesn't know whether you want it or not, but she offered it. Because you just might say yes. You just might say yes. So, all right. So, look at that. I'm telling you, people are lighting up this chat. I cannot keep up. Look at these. One after the next. So I also want to thank you ladies who are lighting up this chat. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight with our Tuesday Talks with Ms. Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our special edition with our speakers tonight. Because it is, and Keisha's coming into, you know, it is so important for us to reach each other.
Yeah.
And that's why we're doing this for Women's History Month. This was not happenstance. It was purposeful.
Yes, definitely.
It was purposeful. And so I'm super excited that each and every one of you ladies are here and gracing the virtual stage this Saturday. So Jennifer, Ina, and Fuchina, super excited to have each and every one of you all this Saturday. I mean, backflips, cartwheels, the whole 9. I am so serious. Yes. You know, you could have been doing anything else. And can I be transparent for 2.5 seconds, y'all?
Yes.
I already know Fuchina gonna say yes. Because listen, y'all, I snatched one. She said it's the transparency for me. How about I snatched that bad boy and made a post and lit up Facebook? Listen, it's okay to be a copycat as long as you copy the right cat. So
that's right. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it. So let me be transparent with y'all real quick. So on a Friday was when the inspiration hit. And I'm talking about like not the Friday that just passed, the Friday before that was when the inspiration hit for the Women Inspiring Women. Me and Keisha got together on that Saturday and started hammering it out. So we're talking about less than 2 weeks. Pull this together.
Ooh.
And we already know who the mortar was in between the bricks.
Right.
To
Oh,
God be the glory.
I saw it in the chat
yes.
way back. I wish I could scroll all the way back. Somebody said, but God.
That's it.
Yeah.
But
But
God.
God. Pull this together and
Yes.
and actually set the stage, pave the way for us to have this interaction when we did, in order for it to culminate into this colossal collaboration and for the ladies to be able to be here. So when I say colossal collaboration, I'm not just talking about Keisha and I. That is one of the collaborations, but each and one of these ladies right here, they could have been doing anything else. They could have decided to do anything else with their time, to do anything else with their expertise, with their education and their experience. And they chose to grace the stage with
Yeah.
Women Inspiring Women International for our inaugural celebration. So I thank each and every one of you all from the bottom of my heart for being on this platform. I'm super excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
so
you.
welcome. All right. So what I
Excited.
would like to do, so we are at the 52-minute mark. So I know that I had said that because normally we have our rapid fire AMA segment, right? So rapid for those of you all who are newbies and first time watchers to our Tuesday Talks with Miss Clark, LMSW, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, the name of the whole show. So I have to say it. So if you're a newbie, I know, right? If you're a newbie, we have our AMA, our rapid fire AMA, where you get a chance to ask Miss Clark anything. So we have our guests here. So if you'd like to, now they've been lighting up the chat. If you have any questions that you have specifically for any of our speakers, make sure you go ahead and light up the chat. In the meantime, in between time, while you all are formulating your questions, ladies, I would like to give you all the opportunity. If there's any final words or any contact information that you would like to leave for our viewing audience today. So we can go ahead and let's start with Jennifer first, because I know she went last. So let's start with Jennifer first. So Jennifer, if there's anything that you would like to share or leave with the ladies, nugget, and also your contact information, please feel free to do so now.
Yeah. So again, what I tell my kids is life will not go according to plan, and the sooner you accept that, the easier life becomes. And life is a journey. It's meant to be lived no matter what's thrown at us. And we have to overcome the obstacles with a sense of joy and acceptance that we're doing something bigger than what we even understand, because it's part of the bigger plan of eternity. So I'm going to put my Facebook name here in the chat, because I have a pen name. Davita is my pen name. I'm writing a book, another story, another time, but just when you find me on Facebook, that's where you can find me, as Jennifer Firestein Davita.
Awesome sauce. Well, thank you so much for that. Absolutely. All righty. And so now we're going to turn over to Miss Ina. Go ahead and either drop a nugget and also your contact information.
Okay. My nugget is, and I say this a lot, that our life is not our own. And we are created to glorify God. And so a lot of times we don't understand why we go through some of the things that we've gone through in life, but there's ultimately a plan that God has for us. And so it's important for us to take our eyes off of the situation that we're going through and put our eyes on God. It doesn't matter what the situation is. And so in ways that they can connect with me is under Ina Friday on Facebook. I'm also on YouTube under Living a Victorious Life. I'm also on TikTok at Nichelle. I'm also on Instagram on Self Love Refined. And so I think on one of those platforms, you should be able to connect with me. I would love for you to be a part of what I'm doing in building a great community of women, to build them up, to learn how to love themselves through the Word of God, and just be free. Be free. It doesn't matter what you've been through.
That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter what you've been through. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking at these ladies. I'm like, these are some fine ladies on this platform right here. and I'm saying that to say that we don't look like what we've been through. And you don't either. You don't have to look like what you've been through. For real. Now, if you could do me a huge favor, as I'm bringing Fuchina up, if you can put in the chat. So I know we're chatting, it's going to come private. So I'm going to snatch it from our private chat and then put it over in the main room, and then send that off so that way people can get a hold of you. So I know you had a lot of different ways for people to connect with you. If you could put a couple of those in the chat so I can snatch it and pull it up so that way people can get that, jot that down, okay? All right, cool beans. So coming to the stage, as my mom's favorite show, The Price is Right. Come on down. So we're gonna have Miss Katrina go ahead and tell us something good and give us your contact information. What you got for us tonight?
I'm just going to end it with a couple things. It's not my fault, but it is my responsibility. You are not a product. I mean, your past was there. And let me just say it a different way. Let me just keep it real. I don't know how to sugarcoat things, so let me just not. You don't have to be you could be a product from your past, but you don't have to produce whatever you left in your past. It stays in your past. You build from your past. So I look at life as lemonade. I had lemons given to me. So what I did was I took some water and some sugar and made some lemonade. And that's how we do with our lives. We are not defined by our past. We can create our own trail and blaze. We don't have to be a follower. We can be a leader. So just remember, we're all unique, and I am uniquely unique, and I will not apologize for it. You can reach out to me. It's very easy. My name is Fuchina Kirkendall. Okay. So my name is unique. You can Google me, and I promise you, you will see everything about me. My name is spelled F as in Frank, Ouchina, and the last name is Kirkendall, Kirkendoll. I promise you, Google will you get in contact with me in any way possible and everything I've done.
That's what I'm talking about. She like, I'm Googleable. I don't have to put in any contact information. Listen, I'm Googleable.
Yep. That's the fact. I love the fact of having a unique name because it makes it so easy.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Now, okay. Side note. Now, Fuchina, does it have like a meaning with it?
What, my name?
Yes, yes, yes.
The only thing I know about my name is that I was named after someone else named Fuchina. That's all I know. As far as Kirkendall is my old married name, I never dropped it once I got divorced, but it's German.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
But I
nice.
will do this. I will look up the history of my name because it's a conversational piece every time I say it.
100%. See, I fell in love with the doll part. So you said Kirkendall, the DOLL. I said, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yes, I love it. So yes, Kirkendall. I was like, oh, she's a doll. You're amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
all right, Lisa, and you all saw that, so I put on there for Katrina. She's Googleable, so Google her. And as you can see here, I also now have snatched and put up there for Miss Ina her information as well. So, ladies, it's fantastic. Now, I would be remiss if I did not allow my co-hostess with the mostest to come on down to the big screen and go ahead and give us a nugget. Come on down.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, you hear that? Y'all hear that? The energy, just the love, the support. That's what it's all about. And again, that's how Michelle and I connected. I didn't even realize. Now, she shared this with me the other day. Had no idea that when I spoke at the Leadership Experience Tour, again, another shout out to Sean Fair, that she saw me speak. Just as these ladies are speaking, somebody may say something that is going to connect. I guarantee it in one way or another. So one thing, and I guess the nugget, if I can sum everything up, is collaboration truly is colossal. It is necessary. And think about it. You know, that African proverb, Ubuntu, means that you can travel fast by yourself, but to go far, you need many.
Yes.
And that's exactly what we're doing in this collaboration. We are going far because we're going far and wide because of just the skill set, the experiences. And again, we are across the country and beyond. So get connected, stay connected with any one of us. My name is Keishan. And my tagline is, I am your human resource. I help people see the possibilities in what they think is impossible. I am disrupting HR, disrupting leadership, and this event is going to disrupt you. You can follow me on Facebook, Stories with Keishan, New Innovations, as well as Instagram, Just Keishan. I'm on LinkedIn. My name, that's right there. And then you can also follow me on TikTok and Twitter. Thank you so much. And get www whatever h whatever bit.ly stuff like that. Get registered. That's all I got to say. Get registered.
Get registered. Get registered.
You are so funny. You are too funny. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, and she said it just right. We about to disrupt this whole hookup. Listen,
Yes.
if you have a hiccup in your hookup, then you want to look up this bit.ly link.
Oh, all right.
Right, bit.ly, bit.ly.
That one right there.
Right there. That's all you do is just look at that, write it down, take a picture, go ahead, get on. I wish you could just touch the screen and just click on the screen. Just click on the screen. But seriously, make sure that you are in the V, not Virginia, no, the V, the virtual room. So Virginia, we want you in the house. The Virgin Islands, we want you in the house. But this is the virtual room. Here's for the virtual room. So make sure that you're in the virtual house this Saturday when we have our inaugural event, our inaugural celebration with these beautiful ladies here who are beautiful inside and out and have a story to share. Everybody has a story to tell, and you're going to hear about it firsthand from these wonderful ladies who are inspiring women all across the nation and beyond. So make sure that you're in the house for our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration going down this Saturday, March 11th, from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You definitely want to be in the house. Ladies, thank you all so much for being
Yes,
staying.
you're welcome.
So much.
Thank
All
you
right,
so
now,
much.
yes, now you all hold fast. I'm gonna come back to you all in the backstage in 2.5 seconds. So, all right, let's see. All right, here we go. I think I'm bringing myself back. Here we go. All right, let me tell you all something. This show, just absolutely phenomenal. Best to date, because these women are absolutely phenomenal. They have the stories to tell. You want to hear it. You want to learn from them. Because, see, there's different ways that we can learn. And I'm not talking about kinesthetic. I'm not talking about auditory. I'm not talking about visual. I'm talking about you can either learn through your own experiences or you can learn through the experiences of others. So that is what you want to make sure that you're learning through the experience of all these beautiful young ladies, because they definitely have a story to tell, and you want to be in the house. You do not want to wonder what happened. You want to be a part of what happened. And I almost forgot to tell you all, it just hit me. Thank you, Jesus. Not only are we having the speaker speak, we're going to be able to network. So yes, after the speaker speak, we are going to have networking. Have you gone to an event and you heard the speaker speak and you saw the other faces, looking like the Brady Bunch? You see all the squares and you're like, man, I really want to meet this person, meet that person. I really want to say this. Guess what? Want no more. We are doing it. It's going down in the V. I'm telling you, it's going down in the V, the virtual room this Saturday, where not only are you going to hear the speakers, that's enough, but you're also going to get the opportunity to network with other professionals, other people who are looking to level up their life. This Saturday, it's all happening. And it's FREE, free. Now, when I say free, it really is no cost, meaning no financial investment. But the ROI that you're going to get, that's going to turn your life up, that's going to turn your vision up, that's going to make everything in order. You want to be in the house, you all, this Saturday, March 11th. 2023, from noon to 3 p.m. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Make sure you're in the house. You got the link right here for our Women Inspiring Women International Inaugural Celebration. I love you all to life. Catch us tomorrow. We're going to have some more speakers on tomorrow for International Women's Day. So make sure that you catch us tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you all to life. My name is Michelle D. Clark. I am the Mindset Management Coach for Professional Women with Lift Nation, where we empower you, the professional woman, to live inspired, free, and transform. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Take care.